Hey, it's Dan with EUJUICERS.COM, coming to you as always from our offices in the heart of Europe. In this video, I'm going to describe to you the differences between the three home models of Angel Juicers. Just a quick note, I will also write the differences real quickly if you don't want to sit through the whole video, and it'll be right there below this video in the description. So the reason we're making this video is we've had some customers asking, hey, what's the difference between the models? And why are there so many differences online in the names of models? Because if you look online, you'll see different models. I just looked right now. I saw a Pro Angel, I saw a Deluxe Angel, I saw a Super Deluxe Angel, and then I also saw the numbered models. The thing is, Angel Factory is a small factory in South Korea, and they're hand making all these juicers, and they make three models besides the commercial models. The three models are the 5500, the 7500, and the 8500, sometimes called the 8500S. They're the exact same model. And the reason why you see some of these different names, we've noticed some sellers actually rename them. They don't put the numbers on the juicer, but they'll call it Pro Deluxe or Super Deluxe, whatever. Other manufacturers will, or not manufacturers, sellers will offer 4 or 5 models of Angels. And what we found is those other models are just bundles. They'll take one of these juicers and they'll throw in one of the optional accessories, maybe the coarse screen or maybe the glass juicing bowl and stainless steel pulp container, things like that. But when it comes down to it, Angel produces 3 models. This is what they refer to them as, the 5500, 7500, 8500. And I want to talk about the similarities, first of all. All of these models come with the same accessories. That would be the wooden pusher, the blue cleaning brush, and the stainless steel scraper for the juice screen. And they also come with the BPA-free plastic juicing bowl and pulp collection cup. That's the same with all of these models. Also, this part, the motor housing is the same for all 3 Angel juicers. They're stainless steel bodies. The motors are exactly the same. They're running at the same RPM. The auger design is the same on all these models. There's very little differences. You will get the exact same performance from the 5500 as you will from the 8500 or the 7500 in terms of yield, in terms of juice quality, amount of pulp, things like that. So what are the differences? Well, let's start with the standard model of Angel Juicer. That's the 5500. These are just variations of that, really. This is made from stainless steel, and that's one important thing to keep in mind. It's SU304 stainless steel. That's also known as food-grade stainless steel, or some people refer to it as 18/8 stainless steel, which refers to 18% nickel, 8% chromium in there. And that's food-grade stainless steel, perfectly hygienic. It will stay clean. As long as you clean it regularly, it will look like new. Excuse me, and that is this model. Moving up to the 7500, the only difference is this has an auto reverse feature, which this doesn't. This is manual reverse. That means if you overload the juicer and it jams up, say I was putting big chunks of carrots, I was trying to force them in too fast, maybe some celery and those strings get in there and started jamming. Like most juicers, the Angel has a safety feature where it will stop the motor so as not to overload it. And in this case, we say it's like jamming the juicer. So if that happens here, I would manually go into reverse for a few seconds, stop it, then go back to forward. In the 7500, they've automated that process. It's a convenience feature if you don't want to stop juicing to reach over and fiddle with the controls. If I overload this one here, it stops, it will reverse on its own for about 3 seconds, then it will continue moving forward. That reversing just pulls those big pieces backwards and then recuts them, sending them forward. So that's the only difference between these two. Moving on to the 8500, this retains that auto reverse feature, and the only other difference is it's made with a higher grade of stainless steel. It's made with what's called SU316, also known as surgical stainless steel. And what they've done there is they've added a 2% molybdenum. That's a mouthful, but according to chemists, that's how you say it. Molybdenum content, and that adds an extra degree of corrosion resistance against things like sea salts, heavy-duty chemicals like chlorides, things like that. Something you might not typically encounter. In practical use, what I've seen, we have both of these out in the showroom. Older models, not older models, they're the same, but they've been out there for 4 or 5 years. And there are demo models that we use. And I've noticed, I looked at the augers, the 7500 did have some discoloration on the auger. The 8500 still looked like new. Perhaps, and most likely that's just due to cleaning. Sometimes we'll demo a juicer, a few juicers, we don't have time to clean it right away. As long as you clean them immediately after juicing, these will always look great. This just gives you a slightly higher level of hygiene, which is important to some people. So to wrap things up again, basic model plus Autoreverse, Autoreverse plus surgical stainless steel. Now, if you've used some of these, I'd be curious to hear your comments or what your experiences have been. If you've got a 5500 or a 7500 for a few years, how does it look? Does it still look clean? Do you have an 8500? How's that looking? How's been the performance? Do you have any questions for us about Angel? Or maybe you've got some ideas for some videos you'd like us to show. We do plan to make a video showing the accessories for Angel. That should be up pretty soon here, so I encourage you to look for it. Also, we recently made a video on how to clean the Angel juicer. I'll put the link below. That's some deep cleaning methods. So that'll wrap things up. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm Dan with EUJUICERS.COM.